You're watching the Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. My first guest is America's favorite dermatologist, Dr. Tess Mauricio. Dr. Mauricio, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to have you on the program. I mean, you're all over TV. You have your own
I've been
show.
busy.
You're on the show, The Doctors. And are you, I mean, you're like a regular on there, it seems like.
Yes, you know, the only thing that's stopping is that I'm in San Diego and I have to drive to LA and Hollywood, so I got to take a whole day off, and then my patients revolt, so I can only do it a certain number of times per year.
All right, now people, need to know that, number one, you walk your talk. And I interviewed you 8 years ago, and you are young. I wish I could show that tape, but you are younger now, younger looking now than you looked then.
It's a personal crusade. It really is, because I truly believe that we can stop aging. We can reverse aging, we can stop aging.
As far as the appearance of aging.
Absolutely, as far as the appearance, as far as what a cosmetic dermatologist would be concerned. And, I'm 40 now, and I really feel this is the best skin I've ever had.
Yeah, you told me, in the green room.
Right.
People need to know.
And you're looking for my pores, I know.
Yeah, I said, you have no pores on your face. Can that be healthy? I jokingly said.
Right. I sweat, other areas, but not on my face. No, but it's true. And we were talking about aging as a disease, right? The disease of aging. Well, looking old, or that whole process is also, can be stopped.
Like early intervention is better.
It's always early intervention, and also prevention. I always tell my patients, why allow yourself to deteriorate when you can help it?
I mean, you have two choices. You could, but this is the new aging gracefully, you say.
It's
about
totally
doing something
I'm so psyched about turning 40, because I couldn't wait, because when people ask me how old I am and I say I'm 40, they're like, holy smokes, you look at least 15 years younger.
Do you believe, by the way, because we talked off camera, you say, Randy, the future, it will be very interesting, because that women at 50 and at 60, you won't be able to tell their age.
No, and I have patients in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who are, dating or being pursued by younger men, maybe about 20 years younger, because when you are taking care of yourself, your body, your skin, you're glowing, people cannot tell your age, and it's really fun. It's really fun. It's really sexy to say, for me personally, that I'm 40 and this is the best I have ever looked.
If you get somebody at 35, 40, 45, you think they can avoid surgery in the future? Absolutely.
I truly believe that, and I stand by that.
Your
and that
eyelids,
is my goal.
Now, this is a show. I'm picking you apart a little bit, but
oh, go ahead.
Your eyelids used to sag a little bit, you say.
Yes.
But with some of the technology,
I know.
It firms it up?
Exactly. The technology that we're going to be discussing today, one of the I'm most excited about, is called Endermal Lift.
Okay.
And it's naturally, organically activating your cells to create new collagen and elastin. And for me, the upper lid, I mean, it's opened up my eyes, and this is one of the things. Those women in their 30s and 40s, that's when they start thinking, gosh, for some reason I look in the mirror, I look tired. People are asking me, did you get enough sleep? And it's really a function of that upper eyelid sagging, and the brows are sagging. And with this treatment that I've been getting, which is painless, relaxing, it's really tightened that area, opened up the skin.
LPG, it's called LPG?
Right, LPG, mechanostimulation. It's naturally rebuilding collagen in the skin. I was a skeptic in the beginning, and I'm telling you that I was honest with you and your viewers. I was a skeptic because it sounded too good to be true. How can something that's not applying any energy, there's no laser, there's no heating, there's no radio frequency, how can that rebuild collagen? Well, there are studies that show that without creating that inflammation, with that LPG mechanostimulation, special patented roll and lift mechanism applied on the skin, totally relaxing treatment, you really do build collagen. You're increasing the circulation on the skin, you are improving the lymphatics, you're getting rid of toxins, and you're priming the skin so that it's healthiest.
Now let me interrupt for a moment just to say your background. For people that don't know you, board certified dermatologist, tell us a little bit about your background, your training, and where you are now.
Well, I went to school at Stanford and board certified dermatologist. I've built a practice really based on really good science, things that work, procedures that work in my practice. And I think that's what I've been known for. women are coming to me specifically because they've seen my patients who've gone on TV with me. They look naturally radiant and glowing, and I really believe, and I believe in that. When people see me and they've seen me over the years, 7 years that they're coming to see me in the clinic, they say, wow, did you find the fountain of youth? I think I have.
Your husband, by the way.
Yes.
Medical doctor, he also looks younger.
He looks younger because we do these
how
these
often
technologies.
do you guys do this on yourself?
As many times as we can. You know, yesterday I just had my endermal lift, I had my lipomassage, and I had my Venus freeze done because I was gonna come up, you know, here and do some taping. When patients come to me, they know that these are technologies that I love personally, that I've seen results on my own face, my own body.
You call it Body RX.
Yes.
It's like a prescription.
Yes.
It's a combination of therapies. I mean, it's not just this, it's a combination of therapies.
And over the years, we've discussed many different technologies, and like we're talking about the future of our field, I can't even imagine. We haven't even talked about stem cells, growth factors, all of these things. So I don't know what the future will bring, but all I know is that in my practice, we have the best technology that will deliver patients the best results possible, deliver results that are natural looking, and really give them a personalized prescription. That's why I call it Body RX. Personalized prescription for anti-aging, health, beauty, and longevity. I call LPG technology as the integrator. It's almost like the missing link in a way, because all of the things that we were talking about before, lasers, radio frequency, what they're doing is we're creating a slight injury to the skin,
through heat or through,
to activate the cells to create more collagen. Now what LPG mechanostimulation does, there is no heating, but it activates the cells through actual physical manipulation of the skin in a truly painless way, very comfortable, relaxing way. And studies have shown that when you do this on the face, on the body, you do create more collagen, you do create more elastin, you do increase the fat cell's ability to break down fat. So you have a slimmer, more toned, tighter, firmer, younger looking body and face. That's why I really call it Body RX, because it has to be an individualized prescription. Because some women may not want that. Some women,
they don't want a thinner face.
Exactly. Some women may want some fullness. Some women may want to be lifting, tightening. They may want to address the under eye area. So when they come to our office, or when they come to their cosmetic dermatologist, wherever they are, my hope is that their doctor can put together an individualized plan incorporating all of the great technologies that we have available, including LPG, mechanostimulation, and really give the patients what they want.
But the LPG makes the other the other things work better, you
Absolutely.
say. But how? Help me understand that part. I mean, how's it going to make a Fraxel work better?
Okay, so
how's it going to make these other things
think
work
about this. When you do the LPG mechanostimulation, what we know is that we are going to be increasing the circulation. We are going to be increasing the ability of your lymphatics to get rid of toxins. We are priming your cells so that it will respond better.
So you do it first?
Yes, you do it first, or along the time where you're doing a series of radio frequency treatments or your Fraxel treatments. Integrating everything makes complete sense because we're organically, with LPG, creating the best possible scenario so that whenever you apply any type of outside energy-based technology or injectables, it will respond to its best efficacy.
It's just the final tool that together.
LPG alone works alone too. So you know, if you're in a spa and they want to offer that type of treatment, they can do that, but it is best integrated. And in my practice, what we do is really integrative work, and we have the Body RX where we're really creating a personalized prescription depending on what patients need. Some patients may need lipo in addition to their skin tightening treatment with Venus Freeze, in addition to LPG mechanostimulation. It really is a lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle. So we're now really talking to patients about membership as opposed to a set number of treatments. Because if you think about it, with working out and eating well, taking care of yourself, that doesn't stop. It shouldn't stop. So
it's
really
putting time aside, really,
taking
for the
care
aging
of
process.
Exactly.
They go to the gym every day. They do their best to eat right.
And then and that really is sort of the French Revolution. LPG is French technology, and as you know, the French paradox is like, gosh, you know, in France, people eat all this rich food, they're drinking their wine, but why do they look great and they look natural? And really, LPG technology has been integrated in their society and in their culture, in their lifestyle. And I'm so excited to really be one of the, you know, doctors in the forefront introducing this to the U.S.
You know, we've talked about this. You say, Randy, here's my problem. If you charge a patient even $100 for something that doesn't get great results, you have an unhappy patient and they never want to come back again. So you're pushing this, though, on patients in your practice because you're confident that...
Absolutely. And the patients that we have treated are so happy. It's super relaxing. I almost fall asleep whenever I get treated. And immediately, because you are improving circulation, you do have that beautiful glow instantly.
So there is a bit of an inflammatory response at the beginning. So if somebody's going to a weekend party, that means there's no downtime.
There's absolutely no downtime.
Like they may look better at the beginning.
There's absolutely no downtime. There is just, the only side effect is health.
Okay, let's begin with the face. Okay, so the face, what's it good for on the face? And then we'll move down to the body.
Right, what's it good for the face is that it really...
Jowling or what?
Jowling for the under eyes, the puffiness, the eye bags, for kind of just that tired look. It gives you that nice glow. It's lifted my upper lids. It's lifted my brows. It's helped my under eye area. And, you know, a lot of people get that dark circle there, puffiness. It helps with that because it clarifies it. If patients have had injectables or procedures where they now have swelling, there's a program that is used to decrease that swelling, kind of a therapeutic treatment as well. And so we use it on patients
after lasers. So help me understand briefly, by the way, why is it you're saying that it tightened your upper lids?
Because...
What's the mechanism a little bit?
What the mechanism is that there is a signal through this mechanostimulation, there is a signal that is driven down deep in the cells into the fibroblasts to tell them to do what they're supposed to, which is create new collagen and elastin. And that clinically, or when you look at me, how that translates is that the skin is thicker, the skin is plumper, the skin is mimicking what it used to look like when it was younger.
I guess in the 30s you start breaking down collagen.
Since I'm, 20s,
and
30s.
So you're saying that this will help produce collagen. So for people with hollows under their eyes.
Absolutely. Hollows under their eyes. You're starting to see some fine lines and large pores. You know,
How many treatments have you had, by the way, may I ask?
I have had maybe about 7 treatments.
7 treatments over what, a month and a half, 2 months?
Yes, a month and a half.
Okay, and can you see
amazing.
the difference? I mean, can you see the difference?
It is amazing.
This is the best you've looked, but I'm not trying to side with you, Dr. Mauricio.
I agree with you, Randy. No, I'm telling you. This is the best I've ever looked. It is true. You were talking about that TV show in Toronto. That was filmed at around 6 a.m. I had to be there around 3 a.m. our time. And I just finished a whole shopping network, appearance. So I was exhausted. But the key is I don't look exhausted, and this is
this technology. You can be exhausted, but not look exhausted.
Yeah, you can't. There's no sympathy from your spouse though, because you're always looking fresh. But that really is it, because
a lot of people, and I'm interrupting you, but a lot of people that you see on TV and then you see them in person, they don't look as good. You actually look better. I really believe. And then you even said, Randy, you should see me without makeup.
Right. This is the reason why when patients come to see me for a consultation, they are blown away, because they expect that I would look worse because of makeup and everything. I'm wearing more makeup now than I ever do in clinic. In clinic, I just wear a tiny bit of powder, lipstick, eyeliner. That's it. And people, my patients are looking at me, staring at my skin, and they're like, holy smokes, for a 40-year-old, this is phenomenal. What are you doing? And that is what we're incorporating in our body.
LPG for the body. If people don't know you, it sounds like an exaggeration, but you really like this all the time. And you've shrunk down.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, it's the LPG.
This is the first post-holiday, post-holidays when I do not look bigger and I'm not tight on my tight pants. And I really, it's the LPG. It's lipomassage.
You say that your husband even makes comments about your buttocks.
Exactly.
And you think it's LPG.
Yes, because that's the only reason. Why would it be? Naturally,
so nothing has changed but
naturally,
LPG.
We should all be deteriorating. That is the
Okay,
natural
okay.
course of aging. Our fibroblasts and our fat cells get lazier as we age. We can no longer burn fat. We're not breaking it down. Fibroblasts are no longer creating new collagen. That is why we see the deterioration on our face, our skin, our bodies. Now, with the LPG, what it's doing is it's reversing that. It is making your fat cells work better, faster in breaking down the fat.
And there's science behind this.
Absolutely. There's
Really?
over 20 different studies looking at MRI study, ultrasound studies, looking at actual volume reduction of fat with LPG lipomassage. It works. And I was a skeptic. I'm telling you, I was a skeptic.
I told you that in the green room.
Exactly.
I said Dr.
I'm like, if
Mauricio,
anything can shrink this buttocks, it works. So actually, I was. And I can't believe it. And my patients that we're treating can't believe it. They're telling us that without any change in their diet, they are losing about 2 to 3 inches. They're fitting
so
better
arms,
in their clothes.
back, I mean, you could use it all over the place.
The nice thing about the lipomassage, it is not isolated in the area that you want to reduce. We're treating the whole body because we're working with the lymphatics, increasing circulation. We want all of that to be maximized so that when your cells, their fat cells, do break down the fat, it can be, washed away. So I have patients, like I said, that are telling me, they're the ones telling me that, gosh, this is amazing. My buttocks look great. My cellulite is better. I'm fitting better in my clothes. I'm not even dieting, and I'm stepping on the scale, and I'm lighter because it's also getting rid of excess fluids. As we all age, and genetically in my family, we have issues with circulation. So
Okay.
the skin and the fat just gets all boggy and kind of heavy. And immediately after your lipomassage, maybe a day after, you feel lighter. You feel like my calves look smaller, thinner, and the skin looks firmer because it's not boggy.
So how often can you do it? How often do you go in and get this LPG?
Well,
is that what you call it, by the way?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's lipomassage.
Okay.
You can do it
Lipomassage and dermal lift.
for the face.
For the face. Okay.
Lipomassage for the body. You can do the lipomassage twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week. Think of it as your body, your skin of your body exercise. It's basically working out.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, we're here with board certified dermatologist, Dr. Tess Mauricio. And you're known, I mean, you're on the show, The Doctors, not to sell a product or service, but kind of, you're the dermatologist now. That's why we call you America's favorite dermatologist, of telling about the new breakthroughs and also kind of telling us what to be careful of.
Right.
What doesn't work, what does work. And right now, this has your full endorsement.
Absolutely.
Is that right? Okay.
Absolutely.
And so who should get it? What age should you go in and say, I want LPG?
Remember, we believe in preventive.
Okay.
We believe in preventive. So, I mean, if you're in your 20s and you have issues with cellulite, or you're like, gosh, I don't want to end up, being loose, and I don't want to have loose skin as I get older, this is a great way to do it. Natural, painless.
They can go to your website. I mean, you guys have information
Absolutely.
or a link to the LPG website.
Yes. So go to tessmd.com.
Tessmd.com.
Tessmd.com, and you can get information on the workshops that I'm doing in New York, Beverly Hills.
They can follow
all
you on
over.
Facebook as well.
Exactly. They can
Like
follow
your
me
page.
Twitter. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And if they are in San Diego, come on in, and we can really talk to you about it. We can figure out what you need, what you want, what your time frame is, and create a body RX plan for you, which is basically your own personalized prescription to anti-aging, health, and beauty.
In this economy, okay, or any economy, it's about, you say it's about looking and feeling your best.
Absolutely.
A big self-esteem. And women 40, 50, 60 are competing in the workforce.
For
and
sure.
so how important is it then? What's your case for, okay, look your best? Tell me about that.
For many,
What's your take on
for
that?
many,
What do you say to
many,
women?
yeah, for many reasons. One is just feeling your best. I have women in their 50s who come to the clinic and say, "Gosh, I just one day looked in the mirror and I look like my mom." And I can't even recognize who that person is. It doesn't look like me. I look tired. I look worn out. You don't have to. It's a choice. It's a choice to look great. Second, I have women who are in their 50s and 60s, still want to be actively active in their careers, but feel like, gosh, they're being discriminated, because they're looking old, they're looking more tired. That can be changed. We have women who have had their kids and now can't get rid of areas of fat no matter what they do. And you know, we may do some liposculpture, LPG, skin tightening treatments. We can change. Actually, I have a lady who's in her 60s, and we finally did lipo on her abdomen, waist, and hips. And she came to me yesterday, and she's just blown away. She's like, I've never looked like this before. I'm just so much more confident. I feel like me again. And I can't really encapsulate what it is when women tell me, my patients tell me that I can't believe I can see myself the way I used to look.
Okay, so if they get to you at 35, you're going to keep them looking 35
yes.
until they're about...
I mean, my skin now at 40 is better than when I was in my 30s. So actually...
Nobody could argue that. You have photos too.
I have a lot of women who come to me who've had acne their whole life. They have acne scarring. You can reverse that. Beautiful glowing skin is a choice. It's sexy to have beautiful glowing skin in your 40s and 50s. You don't have to look unnatural. A lot of people are scared to go to their cosmetic dermatologist because they're like, they see women out there in Hollywood or, you know, in their workplace that look scary with huge lips.
You want to hear something, man? All the big stars, by the way, right now, none of them look done.
Exactly.
They look natural. And I get the inside scoop that these are the kind of things that they're doing.
Exactly. And that's one of the things I was going to say these are the secrets of the stars. Why Jennifer Lopez looks better now when she's 42 than when she was in her 30s. You know,
Tom Cruise.
Right. You're looking great. You're looking better. You're not deteriorating. And life is so much fun. I'm telling you, it's so much fun. Every day when I wake up and I look at my skin, I'm like, holy smokes, I don't need makeup. This is great. This is fun.
So aging, it's funny. Aging is a disease. Aging is something you could do something about with early detection, which is the awareness. Okay,
right.
I'm not aging the way I like to age.
And you don't have to.
Get in there and do something. You call it body RX, but LPG.
Yes.
Is what you like. That's the new breakthrough you're bringing out today.
That is, and like I said,
are you going to be on the doctors that show the doctors?
Yes, we will actually
to talk about this.
Yes, and you know the other thing is that the future of our field is just so vast and exciting.
I mean, you think at 60 you're going to look this age?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you also think? I mean, this is possible. I don't want to get off topic, but if you get a woman in her 35, 45, 50. That you can avoid even the fillers and even avoid those things because you're going to keep the collagen, keep your body producing collagen. What are your thoughts on that?
It's possible depending on the patient's, you know, genetics and how the other things that are happening in their life. But how I really think about it is we have so many safe, easy, effective treatments. So why not incorporate all of those technologies that we know right now? But you know, in 5 years or a couple of years, talk to me. There's going to be something else. But either way, you know, I'm really. This is my crusade. It's my personal crusade.
So you're like the progressive dermatologist. I mean, look for a cosmetic dermatologist that is on the cutting edge.
Exactly, on the cutting edge, know how to push the treatments, know how to put the treatments together to get your best result. Because like I said, your Body RX, it's a secret formula because I don't know who it's going to be coming in because we're really creating it for the patient.
These protocols.
But there are doctors out there around the country that actually are also progressive. They're in touch. They know, they're passionate about anti-aging, health, and beauty, and they will be able to deliver those for you.
So lipomassage and dermal lift is what we're talking about.
Yes.
And LPG. So do you believe, I mean, that if you're going to go to a cosmetic dermatologist, you should ask them, do you have this LPG technology?
Yes, and eventually, I mean, my goal is that, you know, the doctors out there really realize the function and the added benefit of incorporating LPG into their practice.
So doctors will watch this show. I mean, you're going to be speaking across the country to other dermatologists. So the doctors that are watching this show, get LPG.
Yes, I hope they do, yes.
Try it. Really?
I hope they do, and then I hope that patients ask their doctors so that maybe their doctors who aren't watching may you know, contact LPG and really, they'll love it. The patients will love it, the doctors will love it, and they'll get the results they want, and they can stop aging.
Any plastic surgeons
Absolutely.
you know that are doing this?
The other thing that's great, I didn't even mention, is for those plastic surgeons that do the tummy tucks and the liposuction, the breast augmentation, the facelifts, there's a lot of inflammation that happens after surgery. We actually, the LPG devices actually have a pre and post surgery system. So, and all of my lipo patients now are being treated with lipo massage before and then after their lipo.
Okay.
So any plastic surgeon, they'd be crazy not to really take advantage of this technology, because not only will they get better results for the patients will heal faster because we are decreasing and treating inflammation. We're getting rid of extra fluid or increasing circulation. The results will be better.
What about the argument, though, that a doctor's watching this that says, well, you know, this LPG, the problem is, because it's not a laser, that maybe the results aren't going to be good enough and my patients won't be happy. What do you say to that?
Well,
just not true?
Well, it's one of those. It depends on what you're selling it for. You know,
so if you oversell it, obviously.
Exactly, and I never do. There's absolutely any technology on its own has its limitations, and even now with all of the technology that we have, there is a limitation. But you have to. I mean, a really smart doctor and sophisticated doctor, an informed doctor will know what the limitations are, will know, to be honest to the patients, what to recommend, where it's not appropriate, who's appropriate for these types of treatments. So really the key is to find a cosmetic dermatologist.
But in your clinical practice, they've been happy?
Oh, absolutely.
100% of them have been happy?
My patients are happy, and that's the reason why even in this down economy, we've really expanded, because people know when they come to see Dr. Tess in her clinic, we're going to tell them the truth and we're going to make them feel great.
You could stop, possibly,
we can stop aging. Absolutely. We can stop the appearance of aging,
so they come in at 55, and body. You could stop there, make them look maybe
10 years younger, easy.
And then stop and make them look
Absolutely.
good. Well, thank you for coming in.
Of
Very
course,
interesting. Always
Randy.
a pleasure. And you're invited back, because when there's new breakthroughs, we want to hear about it here. This is the new hot. You think this will be the new buzz, by the way, across the country?
This is the missing link.
This is really? Okay, good. Well, I want to thank you again for coming on the program. And they could go to the website?
TessMD.com.
To learn more about LPG. And they ask for it by name?
Ask for it by name.
For an area in their, a center in their area that has this.
Exactly.
Thanks again. You've been watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. If you would like to see this interview again online, it'll be on YouTube as well. You could put in Dr. Tess or Dr. Mauricio or LPG. You'll find it there. It'll also be on our website at wellnesshour.com. For now, I wish you good health.